Also, you're judging these games by what the reviews state. Are you implying that you haven't played the games yourself?
Well, later in the commentary, he does say that he has played Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis on the Game Boy Advance.
If you're going to make a claim like that, the least you can do is play the games yourself and respond with your own judgment.
Okay, Rogetsu, if this will help you in this argument of yours, how about this? I have played Sonic 2006. Does that make you feel any better now? Because if it does, then I'll be more than happy to give you my personal experience of the game during this commentary.
Not the judgment of others.
Or you could also watch the footage that someone else plays, make your own judgment, see more footage of the game. You get what I'm saying here. You don't need to play the game as long as you can have enough, as long as you can see how the game is, as long as you can see enough, you can form an opinion of it. If you don't have the game, if you see the footage of it and get information on it like that, then you're fine. You got the information, you have your opinion. You don't need to play the game.
Looks can be deceiving sometimes. I thought Pokemon Ranger Guardian signs would be just as marvelous as Shadows of Almia because I saw the footage of it, but it ended up being plain boring because the backtracking is worse, especially having to go back and forth using the Big Booker Bridge.
That's what walkthroughs are for, Meta. You see, when it comes to making your own opinion on a video game, Let's Plays, playthroughs, and walkthroughs are normally the best sort of information you can get, because not only you can see what's going on, but the person that might be commentating over it will give you some of the experience and all that sort of jazz in return. When it came to Resident Evil 5 when it was out, I had no idea it came out, and that game got me back into the Resident Evil franchise. But I didn't risk of buying the game off by heart just so that I can play it out of sheer luck. No, I watched a walkthrough of it first by a guy known as Buffy Rocks, and then I bought the game, knowing that what I saw I liked. Playing the game in return, I liked it. So it's best to normally look up a playthrough, walkthrough, or let's play before actually looking at a full game entirely.
Which takes forever. The signs take forever to draw. The male character doesn't really look cool. The past missions are
Oh god, now he's complaining about character design.
annoying and repetitive, etc. Granted, I have heard a lot of bad stories about Hotel Mario, Crash of the Titans, Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, and the Zelda CDI games, and of course, Sonic 06. So I'll never get those games. So, you to a certain extent are right that you can sometimes judge a game before you get it. But Roshatsu to a certain extent is right also in noting this.
Guys, did Rogetsu really point anything out at all on that point? Cause from what I heard and seen, she didn't.
Okay? Seriously. And they're gonna throw in a giant hissy fit later on once you see the truth.
I do agree that they overreact, but I'm going to say my counterpoint when we get there.
This ignominy of the universe needs to be buried in the darkest region on Pluto.
Just like this. I think it's obvious that you find this review to be pretty pointless. So what's the
A lot of people find the Game Dude's review to be pretty pointless.
point of you even saying something like that?
This is something I found out with this video and the rest of the video. Only one of them talks throughout one of these segments, therefore making their entrance in this part entirely pointless, since they're not going to say anything. If you're not going to have two people talk, have only one freaking shot of the character that is going to talk on the screen. It makes us think that the other party is going to talk. We find out they don't. What's the point of having them on screen? You might as well have only one character's picture on screen, and then have the other one appear. If both of you are going to talk, yeah, you can have the two of them. I'm just going to be criticism here, saying you don't need to have the two pictures on there if only one's going to talk. Seriously.
I'll remind you guys that I fixed it.
Now,
Was there any point in you saying that, Meta?
as retarded as 3 different Sonic games, all with the exact same name is, must this pile of hedgehog shit be one of them?
Okay, this is a completely new game. This has a different storyline. It is not a remake. Yeah, I can't think of really anything else to say. I guess they were running out of ideas where they were trying to think of subtitle names. You could dub it Sonic 06, Sonic Next Gen, whatever. It's just that you can call it, subtitle it, whatever you want.
Like, what if a shitty Mario game, another shitty Mario game is made and named Super Mario Brothers? It's a shameful disgrace!
Okay, Shatso711 has stated this in his Shadow the Hedgehog defense rant, and now I'm going to say it. One game will not kill an entire franchise. Mario does have his fair share of bad games, alright? That's something the Mario fans need to understand.
I agree with you on the whole one game will not kill the franchise thing.
Whether one game will kill the franchise or not is a matter of opinion.
Despite the fact on how stupid that sounds.
I didn't think Pokemon Ranger Guardian Signs killed the Pokemon franchise. I mean, Pokemon Black and White came out after Guardian Signs, and those are good games. I still thought that Guardian Signs killed the Pokemon Ranger side series. Wanna know why? Please go back to an earlier point in the commentary.
But your Mario comment was not needed. Wanna know why? Let's listen to what the game dude said again.
Like, what if a shitty Mario game, made and named Super Mario Brothers? It's a shameful disgrace.
If you listen closely, he said another shitty Mario game, implying that he recognizes that, yes, a bad Mario game exists out there. In fact, not one, but 3.
Hold on, can I listen to what Chief Shadow said again?
One game will not kill an entire franchise. Mario does have his fair share of bad games.
He said fair share! Fair share basically means more than one. So that means that if you say fair share, that means you're including more than one game, since he said that. So Jetsu, how the fuck were you so deaf to not even hear that?
And this will not be the first time that you imply that he is a Mario fanboy. Pay attention to what he's saying before you make a response.
I could say the same thing about you, Jetsu, not being able to hear that he said fair share.
This way, you avoid making such a silly mistake.
Now, back in the days, Sonic and Tails were the fucking shit. They were Sega stars and the only ones that rocked.
Are you counting out Knuckles and Dr. Robotnik? Or Eggman, as whoever you like to call him? They appeared in the earliest Sonic games.
Perhaps he neglected to mention them because maybe he felt that they didn't suffer as much as Sonic and Tails did in Sonic 06. It's not a matter of forgetting about them, it's a matter of opinion.
Again with a fucking bullshit excuse that is known as the opinion excuse. Sorry guys, but I'm gonna have to go with Chief Shadow on this department. Why? Well, he just plainly said it. If you're gonna include those guys, you might as well, as part of your childhood, you might as well include the others that appeared in the childhood games as well. I mean, not saying that you like the Spyro the Dragon and Soniac games and you like Spyro, but disconnected guys like Sergeant Bird, Hunter, Sheila the Kangaroo, and everyone else.
Which, despite what you said earlier, you're kind of showing that you're not respecting it.
But too bad they didn't ride the shit train like everyone else.
Now, how does all the Sonic characters suck? Really? Get into detail. Why do the characters suck?
Now Sonic's all stretched up and Tails' tails are too big and they're barely attached to his body. What happened to these?
Oh, god damn it, we got ourselves another knothole resident.
Isn't that Realm Wars' gag?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Despite the fact that Shatso711 and GST Superworld uses it. Seriously guys, in all honesty, that argument right there was complete utter bullshit. If you're gonna make an argument like that, at least think first. A gag like that has been used several times, even before Realm Wars, and I've even seen gags that happened in one person's commentary, then somebody else decides to use it in their commentary since they thought it was that good. So, yeah. Oh, and Regetsu, I would like to point hypocrisy at you, since Supersonic 407 used a clip in his very first commentary when he stabbed himself. You used the very same sort of effect when you stabbed yourself when you were doing a commentary on Joshua 8428 on his commentary on Supersonic 407. So, hypocrisy towards you.
A facepalm and buzzer doesn't mean that it's Realm Wars' gag. I've seen the facepalm done on countless other uses even before Realm Wars. Ever hear of Copter's Prime? Yes, the buzzer and the facepalm are his gag, but it doesn't mean it's copyrighted. So, that kind of defeats the argument. Also, you know what? I'm getting fed up of looking at this. I don't think you guys should put up with it. So what I'm going to do is, every time that only one of them talks in the stream, I'm only putting up the picture of one of them, not the both of them, because it makes it really, really annoying. And it saves me a bit of time anyway. So, yeah, let's keep going.
That ends part 1 of the commentary. We got 5 more to go.
Okay, that was completely pointless. Oh well. See you in the next part, guys, and until then, have a nice nightmare! Oh wait, I can't say it yet, it isn't the end of the commentary. Damn!